Alright, so Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis has finally dropped part 2 of the Halloween banner thing. So it's basically Halloween already. This is very strange to me because it's literally like a couple of hours before Halloween when this came out. So essentially it comes out on Halloween Day almost, the night before, but barely. It's almost there. And I think that's really weird. I've never seen a gacha game or any game really do this where it waits until the day of the holiday to drop a banner or something. Usually they would want to do it like a week or two in advance. That way you can use these things during the holiday season and be in the festivities of things. But hey, I don't know. This game definitely does some weird stuff and I'm here for it, you know? I'm not totally opposed to it, but I definitely think it's out of the ordinary for most gacha games that I've played, or just games in general. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm going to tell you guys about this Glenn and Zack banner with these draws for weapons, and then there's also some gear slash outfits in the stamps. And let's get right into it. I will let you guys know if I think they're must-have, if I think they're passable, or whatever. Now, let's first cover Zack. I think this Zack outfit is actually, it looks cool. I do like the look of it. It's like punky, maybe almost like bikery, but also like a werewolf. I don't know, it's very Halloween-y. But here's the thing, it's only got HP and P attack on it, so I don't think that this outfit is a must-have. I think it's not going to make or break anyone's game, most likely. It is nice, it's not bad by any means, especially if you're a Zack main. I think it's definitely worth picking up. If you're a whale, of course you're going to pick up everything, so disregard and just good luck in your pulls. But yeah, if you're somebody that's frugal and you're on the fence, I don't necessarily think the gear here is it super important or must-have. I think P attack and HP are both great. Like, you can't go wrong with those. However, I just don't see it as a game-changing costume. You know, like, some outfits have some pretty powerful stuff on them. This is good, but it's not, like, the most OP. It does look cool, though, so it gets brownie points for looking cool. But let's get into the weapon now. So Zack's weapon, the Black Whiskers. I think this thing has potential to be pretty busted and maybe very, very valuable. It's got very high P attack on it. It also has water potency on it. It doesn't have water attack on it. It just does a regular physical damage attack. However, it does P defense decrease and water resist decrease. Now, I believe, I could be mistaken, but I believe this is the first water resist decrease we've had. So, whereas there's plenty of sources of like lightning, ice, and fire decrease, we haven't really had any water decrease to my knowledge. I could be missing a weapon or something, but this is a first. But not only is it great because it lowers water resist, also the P defense. So this is like a 2-for-1. If your enemy, like take Ramu for example, is weak to physical and water, this could be a game changer for that fight. Now, as always, elemental weapons are always very situational. They're going to work best, or mainly just period, against enemies that are weak to the type. But when they are weak to the type, it is a very, very strong weapon to have. So I do think that for Zack's, this is a potential go. Like, I don't know. I think this weapon is huge. It's got, like I said, big 54 P attack on it if you max it at OB10. And defense break and water resist break, same time. I think that is a pretty nice weapon, not gonna lie. Now, let's get into the Zack's, or the Glenn stuff real quick. And I'll give an overall opinion at the end of everything. Now, very much like Glenn's outfit, I mean, very much like Zack's outfit, Glenn's looks awesome. I think actually Glenn's looks better than Zack's. And I don't know, but as far as stats go, same exact thing. It's literally the same stats. So again, I don't think the outfit here is super must-have. I don't think it's the most important thing ever made. But again, it's not bad. It's a very good outfit. It's balanced. And if you're using physical attacks, HP is going to help you no matter what you're using, so HP is always good. And yeah, so it's not bad, especially if you're a Glenn main. I'm actually jealous of any Glenn mains right now because I would love to have a costume that looks this sick to go for on one of my main characters. But let's get into his weapon. And now again, I think this weapon is much better than the outfit. Just like in Zack's case, I think the weapons here are super good. Now, do you want to use Glenn? maybe you don't want to use Glenn. So maybe you don't want to pick up this weapon, or maybe you do. I don't know. But, so this thing will increase the P attack of single ally. So just from looking at this thing, also, if you have it at, let's see, it goes up to high potency at OB6. But you can get it to high potency, which is amazing. And unless I'm misunderstanding here, it seems that you can cast this on any party member. You don't have to use it on Glenn. So, that being said, it's sort of like Sephiroth's Aeon Ebi, or whatever his sword is called, that buffs his magic, but that's only a self buff. This one, I want to say you can cast this on anyone in your party. And it's the same buffs, roughly. It gives a little heal, a little regen, and it's P attack. So for Sephiroth's, it's magic attack and only self. This one is P attack and anyone on your party. So now this thing could come into play big time on scoring events where you have to, like, reach your highest damage potential and, you know, hit a mob as hard as you possibly can. Being able to give someone a high potency P attack increase could be a game changer for you. So if you're someone that likes to chase high scores, or if you just like doing high physical damage in general, this weapon could be a must-have for you. Otherwise, I think it's a very nice buff to have. The R abilities on it, it's decent. I don't know if the numbers feel a little low, though, so I don't think it's a must-have for the R abilities. They're not bad by any stretch of the imagination. They're just not super high. But this buff could be a very good buff to push you over the limit on dealing max damage, or as high as damage as you possibly can to an enemy for maybe a better score, or maybe just to increase your DPS in general on fights that you're using physical on. So that's that. Do I think these are must-pull things? I think, in my opinion, the MVP, the best thing out of this entire batch, is probably Zack's sword, because I think the P defense and water dispel, or the water break, are potentially going to be very strong to use together. That's a huge thing. 2 buffs at the same time, and if they're weak to water, even better. So I think that's a very, very big deal. Let's check out one more thing real quick that these weapons also happen to come with. The wallpapers. If you're into the wallpaper game, then you already know these wallpapers you might not be able to resist. Whether you want these weapons or not, the wallpapers. And there's Glenn's, and here is... No, that was Zack's, and here is Glenn's. I keep mixing up the names. I think this wallpaper right here is amazing. It gives me, like, Bloodborne vibes. If anyone ever played Bloodborne, I know, no one's probably ever heard of that game, right? So yeah, I actually think these 2 wallpapers are way better than the Sephiroth and Cloud wallpapers from the previous banner. But yeah, do I think these things are must-have? I don't, personally. I think if you're a whale, or, you know, somebody that does spend at least a moderate amount, I believe that these are worth picking up. The weapons, at least. The outfits, again, I don't think you have to stress going all the way to page 2 on the stamp to get both of the outfits if you don't want to. If you happen to pick up both weapons on, like, page 1 and you don't really care about over boosting them and you'll build them over time, I could see that being a valuable thing. And yeah, I think that's a pretty cool thing. So that's my opinion on this stuff. I think it's not a must-have. But then again, do I ever think anything in this game is a must-have? As someone who has spent very little on this game and all that, I don't think I've seen anything in the game yet that's a must-have. But I do favor things like Sephiroth and Cloud's original banners. I think those things are very good. But yeah, so if you're a Glenn or a Zack main, I think these are definitely going to be fun for you. Absolutely pick them up. I will probably honestly do a few pulls on this. I really wouldn't mind picking up that Zack sword, to be honest with you. So I'll probably at least go for that. And then maybe I can get lucky with Stamp. I only have 28k, so, you know, it's not that much. But, you know, I'll probably do some pulls. And yeah, another thing I want to mention from this update that just dropped with this Halloween banner, they added a ton of weapons into the tickets finally. We knew this was going to happen, but it's finally happened. You have things like the Sun Umbrella and the Prism Rod in here now. You have Sephiroth's Edged Wings is in here. So basically, I think everything up into the Matt and Aerith banner is in here now. Was his Killer Hornet, I think, was the other thing. So yeah, all the summer stuff is in the regular tickets now. They're also in the weapon select screen, I think. So all that stuff is in the tickets now. I'm still excited with this game, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I've been really enjoying playing it every day, and yeah, I want to pull more. I think I'm gonna do some pulls. I'm definitely gonna use all those tickets. So you saw I had over 100 tickets there. I'm gonna probably use all those tickets tomorrow on stream as of the upload of this video, because I just want more dupes, I want more items, I want more power. So that is my goal, my plan, and now that the tickets are updated, I think I will use them. I was thinking of saving them for a new character that might come out, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and use them now. Also, I have another video that I'm going to upload tomorrow as of... Okay, so this video is going up pretty much right now, but tomorrow I'm uploading a video of my pulls that were part 2 of the Sephiroth. So I actually recorded that before this, but in that video I was like, I recorded it last night. I was like, guys, I'm doing these pulls right now, and that's going to cause a new banner to show up tomorrow. And sure enough, because I was waiting for a new banner to do more pulls, and sure enough, I did those pulls, and guess what happened? A new banner showed up tomorrow, which is today, which is right now for me, but you're watching this in the future, so it was a little bit in the past, but you know, it's all Gucci, whatever. Anyways, I'm going to stop blabbing and all that now. I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. They're wild. This company is wild with their updates they put out, their banners they put out. It seems like there's no scheduling to it whatsoever. I'm not really getting the hang of it. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting the hang of it, and then we have to wait like a week farther than expected to get another banner that we thought maybe would have been like a week ago. I don't know. So they're wild. I'm still interested in to see how they manage things in the future, if maybe they're just getting their bearings together because it's still a new game, or if it's just always going to be like this. I have absolutely no idea. It's exciting, but it's scary. But yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy. If you're going to be pulling on this banner, good luck to you. Listen, if you guys pull on the banner and you make any pull videos, link them to me in Discord, because I love watching pull videos. So if anyone's going to record your pulls for this Halloween stuff for Zack and Glenn, link them to me in Discord, because I want to see that stuff. I love watching pull videos. So anyways, enjoy, good luck, and I hope you got something out of this video. Whether you disagree with my opinion or not, maybe you guys think that these are absolute must-haves, or maybe you think they're completely passable. Let me know. I think, again, my personal opinion, just real quick as a sign-off, I think the weapons are both pretty nice, actually. The weapons are very good. The outfits, not as good, but also not terrible. The outfits are just middle of the road, I think, whereas the weapons are a bit on the powerful side in terms of their buffs that they have, or debuffs in Zack's case. Anyways, I'm going to do a few pulls, try to get lucky and snag a weapon or two, but if not, no big deal. Hopefully they're in the normal pool someday and I get them at some point down the line. Anyways, have an amazing day, fantastic night, all that good stuff. Enjoy your food, and most importantly, happy Halloween. Ooh, la, 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 la.